Plus, we got to fill some hard drives. Greetings and welcome to Dodger presents The Grand Temple, Season 1, Episode 8. I am your DM and host, Marty, joined by 2/3 of the Ontario crew. How's everyone doing on this fine Saturday?
What's up?
We're doing pretty good. We're getting back into. I got the okay from my physio to go back to the gym properly, so we're lifting relatively masculine levels of weight again.
It's still probably a
You
stupid
are
amount of weight. Hey,
so
Fox.
how the conversation went was because I basically said, "Here's my workout plan. Can I do this?" And she went, "I don't know what this is."
No.
I said, "I don't know what this is." I'm like, "Okay." I started to explain some stuff, and she's like, "Okay, is this light for you?" I said, "Yes." And she says, "Okay, you're only allowed to do half of whatever's written down here. Divide it all by 2."
Because science, right?
Yeah.
He's asking for too much. Divide by 2.
That should be reasonable.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're back at it. We're feeling much more effective. And then I started cooking bread. I started baking bread, I guess. You don't cook bread, you bake bread. So I've been having homemade bread at home the last few days. And so far I haven't killed my yeast yet. So I've
Has it taken over your fridge, started talking to you, or?
No.
I have been here for time immemorial.
I am the fungus you consume. Oh, you don't eat mushrooms, do you? Well, do you eat any bread product? So yeah, no, I'm getting spoiled on I'm back on a proper strength training and diet. So the calories is back into the quality of the calories, aka the food better taste good because I'm not eating as much as I'd like.
You realize the pandemic's over, right? I started doing sourdough. That was like the first 2 months of the pandemic.
Yeah, everybody did sourdough. Yeah, no, I don't care about those.
We spread our spores during the pandemic.
We spread our No, I bought I'm doing it pretty lazy. I just bought a bread cooker. I got the thing. I say, make me a loaf of bread. I go to bed. I wake up. I'm like, there's bread in the house. And then you can,
that smell of freshly cooked
bread in the house is a good smell, and you get to use real yeast when you make it, so it's got a nice bready flavor to it. It's good.
Excuse me.
I think you were struggling for a mute button.
I was like, mute or Kleenex. There is only one path at this point.
You're in the middle of scrambling, and then you dive.
The talking yeast product reminds me of the movie The Stuff. It's not a great movie, 1985, but it's a good movie to giggle with your friends over a few drinks.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all good. I'm going to the gym. I'm eating yeast.
I'm playing a game called Helldivers 2.
Oh.
And if you guys remember, there was a Helldivers 1. It was, top down, but this is third person. And it is Starship
Troopers.
Movie. Is it Starship Troopers?
Yes,
the one where they're fighting bugs? From the 80s or late 90s or whatever?
Troopers, yes.
Yeah, Starship Troopers. It is so funny. It's like democracy awaits your bullets or stuff like that. You can't get enough bullets for freedom. It's just constantly going it's just constantly that theme is played throughout the whole game as you're dodging these insects are trying to eat you. They're truck sized. They're like, what leg injury? And he stabbed himself with some super soldier serum or whatever. Anyway, it's really well done and very nostalgic. The other game I was playing, and my kids play this when we play together. The other game I was playing was Call of Duty, and they did something interesting. They in the zombie world, they had a mag of holding.
A Meg.
A mag of holding, so all your instead of having to reload, all your bullets are in this one mag. Right? So I thought that was really well done. Like bag of holding.
It's the
The
Meg.
mag of holding.
So Marty, so Ahmed in D20 Modern, whatever we eventually play something modern, you want the mag of
The
holding.
mag of holding.
I think that is a better version of the enhancement that they use currently in like that we're using, which is like self-reloading rifle. So it just is infinite bullets, so you don't care.
You have to keep like whatever you pick up, it goes in there automatically.
Yep.
Which is awesome. So later I played it, and it took like 10 minutes just sitting there. It's going. Eventually, it's kind of boring. But anyway, that was me.
Until you realize I gotta start reloading this thing.
It's funny. The first little while, I'm like, okay, reload. Like, oh, I don't have to reload. I kill a guy, reload. Like, oh, right, I don't have to reload. Anyway, good stuff.
Work's been kicking my ass. Shogun on Hulu. There's only 4 episodes out of the first season that have dropped so far, but it's pretty good. It is pretty damn good.
It's on my list. It's good. Because there was one that did the Mongols. I can't remember what it was called. Mongol, maybe?
No, that one. Well, there was a TV series called Mongol, and then you're thinking of Marco Polo.
Yes. That's the one I'm thinking of. That was good. I like that.
Marco Polo, I think it switched. Like Amazon ended up picking up in second season, and then they never released the DVD for the second season. So I think I'm going to have to go to eBay and get somebody from Southeast Asia to pirate a second season Marco Polo for me. But oh, you got that one, or do I have this one?
It's gone.
It's gone. Okay, thank you. One man moderating a channel. It's been a while since we played this one. Not too long ago, though. Last game was called My Sweetie. The party chases down the orc shaman and confronts Lashbite's wives. Later, the party tries to barricade themselves into Lashbite's chambers to get a night of rest, but are interrupted by bugbears. Oorex receives a boon from Jing in exchange for his worship, basically.
He said that this place it's kind of fun. This place is just, it's kind of fun.
Do you recall what Jing was going to do?
Jing tied the Zilch to the party and also defrosted my sister, I believe. So she's just out there. I saved her. That's what I'm going to tell her anyway.
The party finds, right in this chamber right here, the party finds Jing statues that are dressed up to appear like a different deity, i.e. Groomsh, and make offerings to the trickster god in order to effectively skip training to level inside the wonkiness that is the Grand Temple of Jing. I think you guys made some offerings, and then you had enough offerings to and enough XP automatically to go to 4th level. We've done that leveling offline. And I think there was some spare treasure that you decided you were also going to dump into the statue.
Yep.
The Jing statue, who's doing the dumping of the second group, which includes a bunch of masterwork weapons that you're not going to use and some masterwork studded leather?
I think Oorex is pretty happy giving stuff to Jing these days.
Zilch is supervising, and Granite is...
Yeah.
Granite's helping, but you notice that he's wary about approaching the statue. There's something about this room that is bothering him. Like he's stopping every few moments to rub his temple, and it seems to be on the side of his head where his eye was replaced.
He's got the angry eye.
Yep.
Yeah. You feeling all right there, bud?
The greedy statue of Jing, the Gimme Jing statue, with both of its hands extended, do cause the masterwork weapons and masterwork armor to disappear with glowing lights and a little bit of a chinging sound, not unlike some sort of ancient cash register or a chime. It's Oorex. It's a little cheesy, but it's sort of.
It's gratifying, isn't it?
There's a certain amount of gratification that Oorex is gaining from giving these offerings to Jing.
Straightforward, just does what you think it should do. Nothing wrong with that. Not everything needs to be fancy.
Out of the items that you've offered, Jing has not refused any. Like all the weapons and armor are of suitable enough value that they disappear. Even some of the not masterwork stuff also disappears.
Everything's at least weapons grade or something. Yep. All right. Quick question. Sorry. I'm adding a couple of languages to Oorex. I think he knows every language the party knows at this point.
Okay.
Can I start populating common other languages?
Yeah, if there's anything...
like celestial, infernal, like those sorts of
Sure.
those.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Celestial, infernal, abyssal, Hadean are things that we've come across before.
And then there's arcane, but I don't know if Icky Macer is teaching him arcane. Like they just.
I don't know if Icky Macer likes you enough at this point.
That was my thought, so I figured that would require some sort of story.
I think the whole party knows Olympian. Maybe Zilch doesn't, but a lot of you do.
And then he took Abyssal Infernal. He'll take Celestial next level.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, we put the treasure in. So I'm assuming it's the get-ups they got on the Jings here that's causing your eye to twitch. Or was that incorrect assumption?
The blasphemy of this room.
This room's pretty blasphemed. We're probably standing on at least a couple of inches of ick.
Yeah, the room's disgusting. It's full of bloated corpse flies. They don't seem to clean past remnants of torture and blood. There's a lot of gore splattered on the walls, and then even the costumes for the statues, the group costumes over top of the Jing statues, were held together with some of the ick. It's compounded by the fact that this is unholy ground. May also be chaotic ground. From Jing's perspective, it's a very unpleasant place for granite.
You need some air? Not gonna like yak on me, are you?
No, once you're done like giving offerings, he just walks out of the room, and you actually do hear him almost like exhale.
Yeah.
Zilch looking up at you.
Thanks.
There's a little happy tap from Zilch's thick tail that, when the spine isn't out, is kind of like a big beaver tail almost. Like,
yeah. Just remember who's your friend when you start waving your magic scepter around.
We're linked.
Yes, we are.
I can sense you already.
she closes her eyes.
You're right there.
And you're right there.
Zilch flies out.
Yeah, not the worst thing in the world.
Almost lands on Chimchim's shoulder, but ends up landing on Icky Mace's shoulder. Icky Mace's kind of like doesn't quite like it and ends up on Stelios' shield.
Stelios looks he's marveling at like the weapons and like some of these materials. He's got this armor that's just ridiculous compared to like this armor could, you realize this armor could have won wars. Kingdoms could have been with just these great heroes.
Icky Macer gives you a strange look.
He's very happy with the.
It is not that magical.
He's like he's marveling at a
Man.
masterwork dagger. Like,
It's the man inside. It's the man that wields the weapon. That's what's important.
okay,
Grabbing the armor on your chest, like this is it's what's inside that's important. Remember that.
these things are the blessings of civilization. Things Athena must have made. I don't know why she didn't give them to us, but maybe we didn't find them yet. Secrets.
That must be it. That must be it, youngster.
He then starts 10 minutes of casting to make his injured armor whole again. Because
Chimchim, you know from being an elf that it took humans a long time to steal the secrets of the other races to put them to horrible effect.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mention that.
You're not going to mention the elf-centric histories.
Now we're in good terms. Let's keep that way.
Okay. Granted, there's like a pounding fist against the metal door. Come on, Granted. Come on, Birdman.
okay, Birdman is gonna give a little nod to the statues and make his way out.
Okay.
Oh,
You
there he
almost
is.
swear you saw the impishly greedy smile on the Jing statue like curl up a little bit to an even wider smile. It was just a blink, but there was. Jing might have been listening, or is listening, or let you know he's listening.
And I seem to remember I had a boon today, but I can't remember what the boon was. It was like a reroll on a.
On anything to help Chimchim. Yeah, I remember.
No, it was like.
Thanks, Alex.
It wasn't that. It was like
Right here.
an extra round of archaeologist luck or a reroll on something like that.
There was an extra bonus on your archaeologist luck.
It was an extra +1 on the archaeologist luck, like the trait. I had that
think
trait.
a DC on your saves, but I don't know if you.
I don't really have any. My saving is mostly I stab you to death, and I wonder, are you dead yet? That's how the saves work right now. Okay, cool.
All right, so you guys have rested. You feel great as some new powers flow into your minds from your divine and arcane connections.
Stelios casts a second circle spell to make his armor undamaged.
Awesome. Is that?
And he's
whole?
wondering, make whole? Yeah.
Okay.
I've got one second circle spell I got to pick, and I picked the one that makes my gear work.
We'll likely have to rewrite that spell to figure out how many dents it repairs per casting, because we're not dealing with hit points. But sure,
I got one dead.
yeah, it's fine. It does at
Can
least
I
that.
turn that into an alchemist potion, I wonder? Probably not, but just wondering.
Ikimesa just gives you a nod when he sees you casting that spell. Let's solve some of our problems.
Blessings of
Indeed.
Athena.
Excellent work, young Stelios.
I feel the might of my grandfather is in my veins.
Yes, I'm starting to feel a little more, I would say, I don't know, younger maybe, but feels good. Thanks, Jing.
Okay, you hear this really far off, like ding-a-ling of a chime.
All right, so if I remember correctly, Chimchim, we were gonna go downstairs, find something gross,
Yeah,
And-
yes, there's some crystals or something down there.
and you were looking for baggage carriers or something.
Of course.
I
How else would you go down into a dungeon?
You go in on your feet, out on your feet, or out on your shield.
Possibly. But it's better to do it in style. Let's go get some help, shall we? This way, I think.
Oorex shakes his head at your clapping. Okay, we're gonna head towards the direction they
You gotta go through here.
Basically, we're going to go up through this door.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, you go back in through rooms where you combated many of the orc leaders, including their chieftain. You enter into his hall with the quite aged-looking throne. Cresting around this corner, you see a common room that did have a lot of what looked like children's toys and maybe makeshift mangers.
Sorry.
Speaking
It's
of...
it's very cute.
Yeah, exactly.
Bye-bye.
Just give Ahmed a moment here.
And he's gone. Okay.
I don't know if you're going into this chamber or not. There doesn't... it appears to be unoccupied, and it looks like it's been...
Chimchim is pretty slow,
Yeah.
so we're going to just go take a peek while...
Okay,
Oh,
Oorex takes a peek. Yeah, it's definitely a common room. While it's dirty mostly in that it's... There's a difference, Oorex, between dirt and mess. It's messy. There's a lot of preschooler orc stuff and graffiti along the walls, but only a few feet up with chalk and maybe blood or paint. But they're more like stick figures of orcs. So a lot of them do have violent themes. Like there's a lot of orcs with swords. Like there's a lot of little orc
At their
paintings
age,
with
I
swords.
was dropping jets. Everything was a jet with missiles on it. So-
Yep.
Question.
You do see into a chamber to the south that has a lot of it might be where everyone sleeps, like where all the children sleep. A lot of like little mangers and nurseries and baskets and smaller bedding.
Okay, we'll just poke our head in here. I have trap spotter, by the way, just as a.
Okay, give me a trap spotter roll.
Okay, I'm about to get poopy on me. Okay,
As you go and take a look into this room.
Yes. I am really good at disabling traps. I'm only so at finding them. Oh, 32. Never mind. We're apparently awesome.
2 is damn good. All right. There are 2 things that are revealed. One... Sorry. Area 8.
Oh, back in 2 seconds.
One is that there's some peeling paint on the wall to the south here.
Okay.
In this section right here, it's like plaster that's begun to peel and crack. There might be something underneath it. And...
Is there a switch or something?
There is it's 32. There's a secret passage along the wall here.
Hmm.
It looks like it hasn't been used in a long time. Like there's like mold growing in the cracks. What gave it away is that one of the children might be actually like peeling back the mold near where they can reach and stuffing things in. Like little pieces of straw and stuff like that. They're like, where's that going? You haven't seen masonry in like really poor repair in Jing's.
Yeah, everything else is pretty solid.
It's
not
dirty.
decrepit.
It's been occupied for who knows how many decades, if not centuries. But it's not like in poor repair, and this is a thing that stuck out by the arrangement of the bedding. It looks like the people who occupy this chamber aren't aware of these two things, or have not explored them.
I think I'm going to call the party over.
Okay, so they're actually started to cross, like as you were waiting for Chimchim, who was moving a little bit slower. Chimchim has 5 damage. I don't know if you guys... was that from the previous night, or just...
Yeah, that should not be... That should be healed.
Question, did we get our spells slots refilled?
Yeah, we rested.
Rested fully? Okay, so... Jim moves at 30, by the way. He doesn't...
Okay.
We're just calling you an old man.
I mean, he can move.
The old
He
man were
probably does
lingering.
go at like 15, 20.
Zilch comes running around.
Hold up.
This is Zilch. Giving you some tap that in Pseudo Dragon means danger or hold up, and you guys are like, okay, Zilch is tapping.
Let me know when Zilch has Draconic Morse code or whatever it is, and then that'll be one of the languages I take at a given level.
It sounds like an awesome way to communicate. Yeah, it's Draconic Morse code. Pseudo Dragon Morse code. Cool. Yeah, Grande and Nils were actually cautiously approaching the door. Like, how do you want to approach this?
Just knock on the door.
What did Oorex school? And then he's like, then he thinks about it. Oorex is over there. Like,
yeah, you concentrate for like 3 seconds, and you know where Oorex is. Oorex is in the orc nursery.
Okay, well, I'll just go that just to
Okay.
see what the heck's like. There's the tapping. What is happening?
Yeah, Zilch flies off annoyingly to go see what Oorex is doing before she answers Stelios.
Explains.
Yeah.
She's like, hey.
Yeah.
Okay, Oorex is going to
Skitter's
start.
like a cat. Like imagine a cat that could also fly. How terrifying that thing would be.
How slightly frustrating that thing would be in your
Yeah.
household.
Yes.
It's a bat and a cat wrapped into one. There's a funny story about bats getting into one of the places I rented at one point. Just manliest men screaming like little girls because there was a bat in the house. It's like, yeah, it's exactly. It's in my
I mean, I
hair.
would probably yelp if I woke up and it was like in my beard or something like that. Like there would be an initial "what the."
You would go and hide in your bedroom until somebody else took care of the problem.
No. No, it would be wartime.
Well, exactly. You put on a hat or something and fucking a pair of gloves. And all right, Oorex, while they're coming, is going to start looking for a switch or some way to open this.
Okay. You made a good roll. It was kind of for the entire room. I'm going to ask you to make a second one.
Perception or disable device?
It'll be perception with your. It's trap-ish, so with your trap bonus.
All right. 30. Apparently the dice like Oorex.
Yeah, you end up pulling some of the mold that was growing in the cracks, and you can see the mechanism. And you're like, "Is it this brick? No, not this brick. This brick." You push it in, and a secret door is opening.
Getting ready to haul ass if some sort of zombie thing is in there. Oh god.
It's narrow. It leads to... There's a bunch of dust that gets kicked off by just the panel opening up. It's not a Jing block. And there is a long hallway that ends in a cobweb-covered door.
Okay. Oorex has dancing lights instead of light spell.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to cast a dancing lights in there.
Okay, so it's lit.
It's lit, but it doesn't have to be on me. It can be on something else. So it's
Yep.
just,
By this point in time, Stelios, you've moved around.
I don't know if the rest of the party is...
Granted, kind of gives Nils a little pull on his elbow. Like maybe we shouldn't go forward if everyone's. What are they up to?
Let's hang back.
I'll keep watch.
Wouldn't want to be surprised. Wouldn't want to be surprised from both ends. Right.
I'll keep watch. That's what he says.
Never a surprise from both ends.
Icky Macer and Chimchim are, I don't know, talking about spell components and new spells they can cast. They're like kind of nerding. They're kind of nerding it up at this point.
We just look at what we learned.
You learn that he can now cast Burning Arc, Scorching Ray, Invisibility, and Glitter Dust.
Oh, excellent. I've learned to see invisibility through my drinks. Wouldn't want to be surprised, you know.
That would not be good.
If you can write your spells down, that would be really good for me.
I am a sorcerer.
I know, young man. Oh,
From a long line of evokers.
I think I knew druids before. Yeah. The good old days.
Are any of your family still alive, Elf? You seem to be rather old.
I'm still in my prime. I'm sure I have some grand something down the line, kids, somewhere.
You're married.
At some point, but she's not around anymore.
My condolences. He's saying something about something that happened maybe 100 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right.
There's this like piteous look on Icky Macer's face, like he's pained to hear that the old elf is a widower.
That's all right. The village I look over really is mostly my family, you see. So I just keep a close eye on them, but let them grow in their own way. As a great-great-great-great-great-grandfather should. Tomato?
Icky Macer takes your tomato.
Yeah. It's good.
I prefer them cooked.
Well then, give it back.
He gives it back. How did you guys eat last night? Are you guys creating your own food at this point? You have that spoon?
The spoon. Yeah. And also he casts Goodberry in the morning and gives everybody a berry.
We're eventually going to run out of berry-like objects.
Yes.
So we have to find a source.
I need to start carrying a little farm around with me.
So when you guys rested, you had enough spoon and berries to feed everyone?
Spoon is the spoon. Let's see how many people it can feed. I think it does 6 once per day. Food for 6 medium creatures.
Okay, so that spoon is keeping everyone alive. You still have...
Except though there's a 7th, right? We've got
Zilch is tiny and Oorex is small, so their meals probably are... Zilch has also been eating every bug she comes across, so I don't think the dungeon is providing for Zilch. So you guys still have the food that was in the arrival pack, the welcome kit arrival pack from the first day you were here. This is the 3rd day now that you've been in the dungeon. All right, Oorex, you've lit the area. Your noisier companions are coming around the corner.
All right, so they're coming. So
yeah,
I don't see anything in the little space.
No, there's nothing moving. It looks like by the amount of dust that you've kicked up by moving the door opening, and the dust on the floor, cobwebs. Doesn't look like anyone's been in here in quite some time.
Okay, well,
Give me one
Full
more
advantage.
perception check. You can give me versus traps.
okay.
Nils is creating a shadow sword,
Okay.
shadow scimitar.
If I keep rolling like this, I'll be the trap master. It'll all be a joke because when I roll a 1, it'll be hilarious. Where a punji stick is going to murder me. So 30 is the perception. You're just going to get a poop on a stick will kill my character if I keep thinking that I'm this good at things. Jing has blessed me this day. Everything is awesome.
Everything is awesome except when I roll a 1.
Okay.
He's got a plus 14. He's got over 30 on all of them so far.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
The door has a lock in it, but there's still a key in the lock.
Okay. We'll detect magic. Because we can do that now.
Nice.
There might be something just on the other side of the door that's giving off some evocation magic. Although you're pretty sure you're seeing like magic come from an item and not necessarily a trap. Like it doesn't quite make sense.
If I open the door, the sigils on the other side get exploded. Okay, we'll unlock the door.
Okay, yeah. The door actually was unlocked.
Okay.
Like maybe somebody's come through here and didn't close
It
up.
was a long time ago, so we'll open the door.
You push the door open. It takes a bit of a shoulder to push it open, and you see a large room that can be described as a storeroom of sorts. And there is a Jing block in the corner of the storeroom.
Hey.
The curious thing about this Jing block is that there is no lever, at least not immediately seen. The storeroom's covered in a thick layer of dust. It smells of age. There is a single set of footprints in the dust that go from the door that you're standing at, and they seem to disappear into the wall where the Jing block is. There are two large chests, several urns, and some tools that appear to be laying here and there. The thing that must have been radiating magic was a shovel.
We will. Give me a second.
Can I approach? He whispers behind you.
Yeah, why not? Back yourself out.
Comes up behind you. I don't want to leave you alone. We don't know what dangers are ahead.
The shovel is well constructed. It has a shorter half, probably so you could travel easily with it.
It's like an army shovel.
And it has the words Sasha carved into the side, like somebody named the shovel. You also notice that there is not one, but 2 weapon rings that are on the shaft of the, like just above the spade part of the shovel that are glowing slightly.
Okay.
It must have been as you're peeking underneath the door. Sasha was right against the side of the door, prop up against the side of the wall. Just
okay, all right. Who touched my gun? All right, Sasha. Really, really old meme. We'll take a quick check in the room, and Oorex will let Nils pick up Sasha.
What is it?
It looks to be like a shovel. It's got some sort of like the weapons in here. It's got those rings on it.
Is it dangerous?
Don't know.
Then why don't we get some more people? I don't want to risk it. He's following your steps. Oh, hold on. What are the footprints of?
Good question.
Let me roll survival. 32. Damn, Jing is very good today.
A
19.
light human or an elf wearing hard boots. The toe of the boot has a feminine cut that is unique, distinctive, and easily remembered.
How long ago was this?
Oh, the prints in the dust are from a very long time ago.
Okay.
You're now disturbing the room and, kind of kicking it up, but somebody came through here and walked...
Are we kicking it up? I have the question, because I think we both have Pass Without Trace.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys are patting on layers of dust and not creating any tracks. Stelios' breathing
He's kicking up dust. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's.
There seems to be this is the first Jing block you've encountered that does not appear to have a lever.
Yeah.
Although no, actually, you sorry. There's another Jing block in this area that doesn't have a lever, and this is the one that you were able to pass through, but the orcs could not.
Yeah, but I can't see through it, obviously.
This one is opaque. You cannot see through it.
I'll look for a handle.
Yeah, you're looking around. You move some of the boxes around. There's no handle.
I'll give it the oldie duck knock.
Yeah, it's the Jing blocks are strange metal. It's like they're kind of stone, kind of metal. They feel ancient. The patterns are definitely something that is suggesting an ancient art style or perhaps a specific function.
It's solid for him.
Yeah, all three of you are seeing. All four. Zilch is now flying in. All four of you are seeing a solid Jing block that it does not appear that you're able to get through.
All right. Did either of you chuckleheads see the other secret door in the other room?
No, I didn't. I came to your aid.
There's stuff in here.
Zilch looking inside of boxes and bravely flies up to one of the urns and knocks the top off and is looking inside.
Let's
There's coins in here.
be careful. We don't know what's in here.
Okay, I think we're gonna. Well, we know there's coins in there. He'll come take a peek. No, it's been opened and stuff.
Yeah, there's an urn that we did not have a trap on it. It has a few hundred gold coins. It looks like a pair of silver, a pair of aluminum and green spinal earrings, a bronze turquoise wedding ring, and an aluminum azurite hairpin. Some minor treasures have been packed.
What are the stats of aluminum? Because that's odd. Yeah. There's really, really light steel that's hard to fucking rust. Like, what do you even call it?
I don't know if you'd want aluminum plate armor, but
No, you just punch through it all the time.
But for jewelry, it's probably easily.
For jewelry, also like for like secondary plates and stuff, it'd be good. Like
some of the equipment that is in this room includes an old coil of hemp rope, 5 torches, some climbing spikes, 3 flasks of oil. There's Sasha. There also looks like there's a heavy pick. The heavy pick has this weird face on it, like where the pick comes out. The pick's the nose of the person, and it looks like they're painted up to look like they're embarrassed. Like there's like a carved face with the dirty end of the pick coming out of it, and it looks like an embarrassed looking face. It's
the Pinocchio pick.
Pinocchio. Is this thing magical? What are the magic items here?
The glowing shovel is magical.
All right, yeah.
Zilch looked in the smaller of the 2 urns. There is a larger urn that Zilch is now like making a mess and like digging through the gold coins and got her head into it. And
Oorex will check it. Like he has trap spotter, so he automatically checks for traps. Then he'll pop the lid off because.
Yep. Oh, look at that! It died.
Yep.
This one, it's bigger, but it has less things in it.
Okay.
There appears to be a scepter with a slightly glowing rock at the end of it. It kind of looks like an alicorn in its twirls and a little pink gem at the end. And it has a pair of boots.
Detect magic on them?
Both the scepter and the boots detect magic. The boots are faint transmutation, and the scepter is faint conjuration.
Okay, I've only got 1 rank in spellcraft, so some of these things I don't I'm not,
Yeah.
I use identify to learn what things are. Just as a
Sorry, faint evocation on the scepter.
ooh, boom scepter. Okay, and I guess we'll try to get these things together. Hey, Nils, why don't you whack that barrel there with that shovel? We'll see what it does.
All right, I trust you. Pick up the shovel.
Okay,
Pick up.
this is your shovel. It's called Sasha. Let me know whenever you encounter undead.
This is my shovel. All right.
It's not the worst cursed item I've ever seen. Unless it's like you kill me. Oh, there's none dead. I fucking kill myself. I bury him. I dig a hole and I lay down.
Yeah. Should I write this down on my character sheet somewhere?
Sure, you've got a magical shovel that is called Sasha. It is yours, and you will take it out when you encounter undead.
You will go all shot of the dead or whatever to fight the zombies.
Sasha, that I own for undead. Gotcha.
Perfect.
This is mine.
Does it now when he hits the or what does he hit the because the test was to see if it was like
Oh,
fire
he
or
picks up
something.
Sasha.
You hit
Yeah,
barrel with
Sasha. He hits the barrel, and the barrel explodes. Like, there's something about the steel of Sasha that it's harder than a normal shovel should be. It's also an improvised weapon. You can wield it two-handed.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, when we find out we have a problem, we'll fix it in 4 levels. Oopsie doodle. Oopsie poopsie there.
No,
So,
it won't
so
happen.
Oorex, are you giggling as he's like looking appraisingly at the shovel? He's obviously enamored with the shovel.
I'm going to roll a sense motive.
Okay.
If
The
he
DC
does
is-
know, if he notices that he's charmed, then he is giggling about the charm.
Okay.
If he doesn't know he's charmed, then he might be giggling, but it's not like 22.
Oh yeah, you were suspicious of the shovel, and for good reason. And Nils thinks it's awesome. He's like, Sasha. There is one like.
I will put it in my equipped slots.
Okay, give me a will save.
Okay.
Got an ego. Talk dirty to me, shovel.
You want Nils to give you a will save. Oh god.
Well, what's he doing? He's over there stroking his shovel.
Oof, it's gonna be rough. Alright. D20 plus not much. 12.
Okay. Give me a second one. You do have an item. She's not approving of Sasha.
What is your Oh, you're cheating on your item.
Okay, you ignore your silver medallion that has the personality of your mother in it, who does not appreciate Sasha's influence over you. But right now, Sasha has to be used has to be stored in one of your weapon slots. Like she has to be at the ready.
Done.
as long as she's not a backbiter, hitting the zombie with a shovel is better than pulling it out of a backpack.
But you dismissed your mother's insistence that it was like this chastising that this is not the right choice for a mate. This is not good. She's from the wrong side of town, kind of thing.
Rex is having a giggle across the room. Is just having a tea. We didn't tell the wizards.
Sasha, welcome. Welcome to my. It's on my back.
So.
And then if you want to give me a second. I need to check. Oorex's item, right, is DC 12. Okay. It has an ego of 14.
What has an ego 14?
Sasha.
Okay.
Oorex. Yep. This place is fucking awesome. Okay, we will go to the stuff in the bin is probably not as potentially cursed, one would hope. But we're gonna roll the dice because that apparently is the way of the Temple of Jing.
Yeah, Zilch has climbed inside of one of the urns and is rolling around the horns. I love this horn.
Does the
nothing appears to be like
would
transpiring?
Would the was it a scepter? It was like a scepter and a pair of boots.
Yep.
Would those fit in the thing with Zilch? In that urn?
No, that urn seems to be full of coins.
Okay,
it's the bigger urn that
we'll pull out those items. We are going to hope they're not cursed.
Okay.
They're not cursed.
You do jump a little bit when you pull out the boots, and there's a brief moment where the left boot was in your left hand, right boot in your right hand, and they switched. Like
dancing shoes.
They kind of flashed, and it wasn't like one turned into the other. Like they actually changed which hand you had them in.
Huh. We're going to put them in a bag.
That's strange. Sasha wants them.
You feel free to put them on.
Yes, Sasha, yes.
If Nils wants to put them on, we're not stopping him. I mean, how mad could this hulking man be at me?
Who puts them on?
Nobody puts them on.
Okay. And the scepter is glowing with a pink light in about a 5-foot radius. The little pink gem at the end of the alicorny looking.
Okay, we'll throw that.
Oorex, do you know Sylvan?
Yes, I do.
It has a very Sylvan style to it, and there may be some runes in Sylvan along the sides of it that may help figure out what the scepter does.
Yeah, I'm just gonna guess glitter, and then I'm gonna put it in the bag.
Okay.
This is gonna make something maybe very fire.
And then the last thing that you haven't really touched or play with is the heavy pick with the weird face on it, the weird embarrassed face on it.
You know, dual wield a pick and a shovel.
This is not my.
The pick was also magical.
And it was also laying out on the other side of the door, just sort of. Up
Nils, can you grab that? Can you grab that pick there?
1 second. Hey, Stelios, why don't you grab that pick over there? I'm currently on the shovel. The shovel's awesome.
Okay, Stelios will grab.
I'm having an experience here, man. This shovel's got my attention.
Do you have any powers that affect fear?
Yeah,
Okay. Like, are you immune to fear as a paladin at your level?
I am immune to fear, and there's a radius of
Okay.
fear protection or fear resistance around me.
You pick up the weapon. It has 2 weapon rings on it as well. Like
Mhm.
it feels like a really powerful looking weapon. The stupid face that it's making though almost made you feel like embarrassed to have this in your hand. But the embarrassment has no mechanical effect on Stelios.
I am Greek. My nose is unparalleled in its Greekness. Okay. Okay. Cool.
You have a +2 heavy pick in your hands.
Okay.
Oh, what about the shovel, by the way?
Doesn't really get the. He's gonna he'll just carry it. He's not putting it on a combat slot. It's in the treasure.
Okay.
Uh,
Sasha may have something to do with fighting undead.
we're hoping a good thing to do with fighting undead, but it could be, Ah. diggy hole. There's a hammer and a pick, and this place is. Oorex likes this place. All right, we're off to go find more things. He's laughing in kind of an inappropriate way, walking past the 2 crocs. Probably more treasures over here. We're gonna go to check out.
Yeah,
this.
Stelios doesn't seem to be impressed with the pick. There was like, that's weird. It is kind of dumb, like a clownish looking thing at the end of, like, this isn't a warrior's. This is something to be prideful about.
I'd be very embarrassed having to wield this. He's probably imagining what, like, maybe one of the other gods might value, like, big honking schnozzes or something. It's the pick of the big nose. Oorex is. We'll take a look at the other.
Yeah, you start peeling back some of the plaster, and you find yet another Jing block that doesn't have a a lever.
Does the ones that, like, do all the Jing blocks look the same despite having different mechanics, or this
one was glowing, but they've all looked the same style wise.
Okay. So like the ones that we could see through versus the ones that we had levers versus the ones that don't have levers. Like at a glance, you don't know which one's which. You have to sort of figure it out. Okay.
Nope.
All right. We'll head back.
Zilch comes and starts helping you scratch. Like, I don't know how much. Are you just pulling back a little bit to see what was behind there?
Well, it's a Jing block. I can't see through it. I don't see a lever. We assume it's like the other one, right? It's the.
Yeah, you look at the bedding and like some of the filth from the
there's a
sleeping
bed right
area.
in front of it. So
They have not opened this Jing block in what appears to be a very long time. The orcs might not even know it's here.
Hey, aged masters, your warrior might be cursed.
Stelios, you're cursed. Careful. Must be that stupid pig you picked up. It is funny looking.
I do not appreciate how it looks at me.
No, your nose is big enough. It's like it's mocking you.
It's not wrong.
My nose is big enough.
A warrior's nose.
Zilch is laughing at the weapon.
It's not as awesome as Sasha is.
Yeah.
Are you feeling all right? Which one is cursed? Says Icky Mazer.
Nils looks at
Okay. Icky Mazer's now fussing over Stelios and looking at.
Stelios holds out the pick with the funny nose on it.
That is an odd looking thing.
It will not take you away from me, Sasha.
So
We're meant to be together. To the undead, we will fight.
I don't remember Nils, liking shovels that much. Now, to be fair, we didn't have a shovel.
There is something wrong with this one. Ikimacer has cast a spell. His item gives him a +5 competence bonus on spellcrafts. He's actually really good at this now.
Nice.
He will burn a first level spell to cast Identify, and he's now isolating this from the party.
Cool.
Yes.
You can identify both items with that casting.
1d20 plus 24.
And I watch you cast Identify. Oorex is going to come out with, here's some sandals and a scepter, and it's just time to identify the magic stuff.
Cool. Yeah, you found a room where there's treasure in the dungeon. It just happened to be at the beginning of tonight's game. Whee! Yep. Stuff. All right. It is a +2 weapon.
Cool.
The +2 weapon ring on Bashful, which is its name, is the one that was made wrong and is cursed. You're pretty sure it makes fear spells worse when fear spells and effects worse on you when you're
one
affected
step
by
worse when you get feared.
Something like that, or the penalties are bigger, or it's a fear-inducing. It was supposed to induce fear in your enemies and ended up not.
Well, Stelios is the right man to be carrying something that does that.
Stelios is able to put it down. Ikimacer is convinced that if the next person who picks it up may not be able to put it down. Like, as in that this will be the weapon they fight with.
Speaking of people who can't put it down, why don't you show him your shovel there, Nils? He said Sasha a few times.
He covers it in a blanket, or in a piece of, he finds some blankets here in the nursery, and wraps it up, and you can take it with you if you want it, but...
We'll take it with us.
Okay, it is now... Do not make contact with it. The skin to handle. Do not admire at it. Do not stare at its face.
Just give it to Jing.
One would suspect that the trickster god might leave such things around for us to find. This is a valuable lesson that we are learning here. Now let us look at the shovel. You can put it down, Nils. It is okay. He notices that Nils isn't putting it down.
Here, just measure it, or do whatever you want to do. Just holding it.
This has an attractive force to it. Same as this. I think it is also cursed. This ring is a magical ring. This one will flare up in the presence of undead. Basically a +1 Bane undead shovel.
It's pretty good.
It is the Bane ring that has the curse upon it. Someone by the name of Sasha gave her life. His life? Alexander? Someone by the name of Sasha died.
Alright. Well, this Sasha's well alive. Right here. Her and I are gonna go through a whole lot of pain together.
Yes, I do believe it was her.
He looks at me like, oh, either way, it's her now. Let's go, Sasha.
All right, the two other items are not cursed. One is a scepter of fairy fire.
Yeah, the fairy fire.
Which will allow divine spellcasters to convert first level spells into fairy fire, or first or pyre if they want to do it that way. But
that's really good.
It also radiates 5-foot radius light like a magic weapon that can be turned on and off as a move action, no AOO.
Okay.
Light is pink.
Two witch casters, arcane?
Divine.
Divine.
The boots are called jaunt boots. The stylish leather boots with stitchings of images of winding roads and trails through peaceful orchards. 3 times per day as a move action, the wearer can move up to 15 feet. As per Jester's Jaunt, which is a teleportation.
Hooey!
The movement does not provoke AOO.
Hooey! I think those go on.
Oh, my poor feet are hurting so much. Oh.
Who wants to move like the knight on chess?
I think Stelios might be best for that. He has a bit of trouble and, he's a little slow sometimes. Nothing personal, Stelios. Just, I think your armor's a little too heavy,
Ah, alas, my feet don't need boots.
I
I think it fits Stelios the most.
I've already got some boots. I was actually thinking Nils, although yeah, kind of cursed. So I mean, Stelios is really hard to hit. So oh no, he doesn't need to move like the knight because he's the rook. Just smashes into things.
There may have been a door opening and closing while you're identifying magic items. Granted, you see is moving back. He's got his pole arm out. They know we're out and about. Sorry, that's Ikime's voice. They know we're out and about.
Have they? Are they letting us pass? Or no?
There's a bunch of orcs in there.
Are they friendly?
They're not attacking us.
You may not be the right one to ask if the orcs are friendly.
They seemed afraid of us. What are all of you doing? He glances at the shovel, but he doesn't ask any questions.
Nils is cursed. Nils is cursed. Something about undead.
It's a blessing. Sasha and I are going to kill all the undead here. All of them. One by one.
I do think that the person who is... you will make a good weapon out of Sasha. If you let him guide your hand.
Her and I will work together. But don't be offended, Sasha. Sometimes I'm going to use a blade. It's nothing personal. I just don't want you to waste your talent. Good girl.
Reggie sound.
There's like a happy tapping sound coming from Zilch, who's starting to pick up at Oorex's trickery and mirth. Icky Macer looks displeased, but is not arguing with the warriors.
Let's hope he doesn't die.
I am not sure. He whispers quietly to Stelios, I am not sure if I have the power to break such a curse at this time. That requires 4th circle spells at least, maybe 5th.
Maybe it will be broken when next time he dies and comes back.
He can chews on that thought. He doesn't like that thought either.
We will watch out for him next time we face undead.
Didn't they say that we will be facing undead in the tunnels? That highway or something?
I wonder if Sweetie's back. Oh, I don't know.
Oorex is just
That's funny.
glory upon all the things. Like, this is...
Hello. You can hear Orcish and Goblin being toggled back and forth.
Okay, we are coming. We are coming to liberate and heal your brethren.
Oh, there you are. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Stelios will pull Chimchim around because Chimchim's only did the negotiation.
Oh, there's the elf. Yeah.
Well, we're not letting you get that close just in case things go sideways.
Oh, Grandpa Elf.
Yes. So, there's a fascinating stone and 2 of your sick friends downstairs.
Oh, yes, very sick. You maybe should not go down there. Yeah, maybe not go down there.
Yeah,
I'll just see. We'll go and get that stone and see your friends.
Oh, big stone.
Ow!
Big stone, very pretty.
How big?
It talk weird. Oh.
He sticks his hands as wide as they can go.
Okay, 1 second here. All right, are we doing this shit or not? This big stone, it sounds to be very big and talking. I don't think any of us needs any more confusion.
I am not afraid of stone.
A big stone bigger than you? That's perfect for my horn.
Says Zilch.
Okay. Alrighty then.
Do you want the unshaved goblins to carry you in a pagoda and them?
We can do this. Don't worry. Sasha and I've got you.
This is gonna go south very quickly. All right, lead on.
The arguments in Nils' head between his mom and this Sasha.
He's gonna just like, I'm tired of this. How both of you be quiet?
Between the
No.
trollop Sasha that his
Yeah.
mom disapproves
You
of.
never call me anymore. Ever since you got that
I got a tea up my nose.
Who is this lady? You don't know anything about her?
What kind of people does she come from? What are the neighbors gonna say?
I heard bad things about her.
Oh, funny.
Slowly getting disheveled.
just going
Not
nuts.
shaving.
Why? Because two low-level intelligent items are bantering back and forth in your head.
Their egos are stronger than mine.
Yeah, to remind folks at the beginning when they joined the temple, when they first became visitors of Jing, they were all given an item that had a semblance of intelligence to it. And most of the intelligences had something to do with their past, the people they knew or whatnot. So.
All right, so we're going to head towards the basement, I think.
Yeah, one of the bugbears looks like he's still badly injured. You're pretty sure that one's named Uteg, and the other one is named Bog. Bog looks like he's no longer injured.
Okay.
Fine. Actually, just you do. I'll deal with your injuries near the end of the day. Okay?
Oh, you heal us, Grandpa Elf?
Sure. You've joined the Chimchim tribe, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
One of them bumps the other one. Yeah,
Chim.
Good.
Chim? What does that mean? I don't know. Something horrible in Elven, probably.
He whose beard is stained red with tomato.
The blood of his enemies.
They think it's blood. It's tomato juice.
Oh, you sure you want to go down there? We can go down there for you.
You can bring your friends.
Very dirty down there. Maybe you just go see sick bugbear. Yeah, we'll bring you go see sick. No need to go to other place. No.
I'll let it decide. I've got my friends here that might be interested. They'll have all sorts of filth. Look at them.
Oh, no. No need.
Okay.
They're hiding something. There's something they don't want you specifically to see.
Oh.
Has somebody been making unholy shrines in the basement?
Has someone been making elf stew?
Oh, no, not Stu. Shut up. No.
Let's head down
It wasn't
there now.
us. It wasn't us.
Let's head down there. Last
They're expecting to be chastised for something.
Move forward now before I
Oh.
start getting upset.
But remember, they're not us. Oh, it's the other guys.
Nils,
Yes.
do you want the
Oh,
hippity hoppity
yeah.
boops of bippity boppity? Just as somebody who might like flanks, I don't know.
Bring it on. I don't have. What do you call it? Sneak attack. But I like
True.
flanking. But I like flanking. Especially in like a hallway where there's an enemy, you can't get past him.
It's especially when there's a hallway. This is true. So if you want
Sure.
the boots, you can have the boots.
Yeah.
Oorex got the sneaky boots to not leave tracks, so he's got a boot slot filled.
Okay, so details on the boots are
On the boots.
There's a link in the party loot.
party gear.
Yeah, like Stelios got like the +2 charisma item. Right? Like he's pretty good for and a magic spear. He's pretty good.
Not boots. There we go.
They're chastising each other for
You tell them no, you find out. They find out anyways, but they now know we'd not do. Guess that the other bugbear did that.
not stew. One of them yells back.
You really shouldn't eat people. Still pretty certain that's a rule, right? Don't eat people.
Yeah. Only bad dragons do that.
Yeah.
Don't turn me into a bad dragon. Don't make me call upon Garrix.
Well, which one's that again?
Big fiery guy just destroys everything. Makes a mess of everything.
Yeah. Which is the one? Which is the one that makes all of the illusions?
Hold on, Marty's frozen on my screen.
Can you see Ahmed move, Marty?
Yes.
Okay. I see you.
All right, Marty's back. Marty's back.
All right.
He's back.
I just saw you do a dance. I don't know. Under the sea.
All right. There does appear to be conversation on the other side of the room. There is a large hall full of orcs. You do see that there are some of the bugbears that you had fought the previous day that are lingering near a door that leads down. The orcs look somewhat startled that all of you are there. Utag and Bog come arguing into the room. The orcs are somewhat freeze. Where did all the orc grandmothers and nannies go? Are they in here? No, they're not.
Oh, there's a nanny token.
Oh yeah, there's some orcs with children that are at this back table, being tended to by some older members of the tribe.
It's a great token. It's a living.
One of the orcs comes down and like gets onto one knee. You can see others seem to be uncertain, but there's a small group of them that are now bowing to you.
Calm yourselves. We will not harm you. Those of you who are non-combatants will not be harmed.
There is what looks like a two-sided stove at the center of this place. It looks like part kitchen, part eating room. There are a bunch of axes, like wood chopping axes that are just along the ground and like stacked piles of what look like furniture turned into firewood. There's a Jing block on the far end. There is a door that you're pretty sure leads to the barracks that through which you've had a fight before. And then there's a door to the south that is closed. A big group of people are huddled in front of it. Like there might be a way to
Do we see any kids here?
escape. Yeah. There's for each of these orc nanny tokens, there's at least 2 or 3 children. The orcs, these 3 orcs are bowing, like they've got their heads down. They're on one knee. The bugbears are arguing and kind of tripping over themselves to stay ahead of you as they as they walk up to these two.
Oh,
One of them is now whispering to the other one.
oh, good idea. Oh, oh. Over here.
Okay, Oorex is gonna give like an acknowledgement to the bowing orcs.
Okay, one of the orc females kind of spits at Granite's feet as he walks by. You're pretty sure, I don't know if you speak Orcish, they say traitor to him.
Someone's gonna get their face punched in.
Oorex speaks Orcish.
Granite paused for a moment. He doesn't feel like killing non-combatants. He doesn't say anything.
Oh, we got something to tell you, Grandpa Elf.
What is it? What is it you want
Oh,
to say
yeah,
to the
yeah,
great
yeah.
Chimchim?
They're looking over their shoulder at one of the other bugbears.
Please, Mitz. It was all please, Mitz. Yeah. He's the one that killed the elves. He's the one that carved them up.
I will take a look myself and decide.
Oh, we know don't do that. Please, Mitz did it. Look at him. He's so guilty. Look at the look on his face. Eh?
You heard his name spoken a few times, but doesn't know what he's...
What do you want?
Which ones of you partook in the dining on the elves?
It's a different question than who partook in the butchering, because they talk about butchering and cooking, not necessarily the eating part.
Who are you asking, and how loud are you asking it?
These four.
Okay.
We know each. Yes, you do.
They're about to fight each other.
Stand down, open the door, and move towards it.
You
You're all going.
liar. You ate the elf. No, you lie. You did not.
There's a light casting, the cast of light, like.
Give me a charisma check.
We just see what's just in case they decide to be, Grandpa Elf only goes so far.
So you want a diplomacy check?
No, a charisma check.
Charisma check?
You could add 2 because it's a bright light.
Boo.
It's
All right.
magic. They respect magic.
$11.
No, please, Mitch did it. Ah.
They're now taking out weapons and they're brandishing them against each other.
If they start fight, the first one to strike anyone will be killed. Stelios, prepare
Okay.
to strike down the first one.
This
attacks
bugbear
anyone.
wins initiative. Actually, Bog wins initiative. He heard that. He goes full defensive. This guy steps forward. He attacks Oleg. I could look up bugbear stats.
This guy steps forward and attacks Oleg.
Yep.
Okay.
Strike him down.
Do you want me to... I can't do until strike that.
Oh, no, the attack bonus is too high, so it should be a +5, so it misses Oleg.
They're busy talking about who and who. No problem.
You can interrupt at this point in time, Stelios, if you wanted.
Sure. Yeah, we're gonna come. Well, we're coming up and we're stabbing.
Lie! You lie!
It's just we're, don't eat people. It's so fundamental. All right, we're gonna thrust into this man. I have a light steel shield now.
Nice.
So we are going to just thrust with a power attack. And then we will attack again. AC 20.
Yeah, he jumped back from that. He looks really frightened because he's got his companions and now this heavily armored warrior.
1d6 plus my spear it's a d6 because it's a short spear currently. My strength makes it a +5 on the damage there, and then +4 from power attack. 13 damage.
He was pretty injured from the fight yesterday. 13 damage incapacitates him. You notice that Pleasemitz just utterly bashes this bugbear's head right open with his Morning Star.
Who's please mitts?
This one.
Please, Mitz was a great thing.
He did it.
If you cannot listen to basic commands,
I'm
then
pretty
what
sure
good are you in following me into the dungeon?
Oorex is looking at this going, he said the first one to attack dies, and then they killed the guy.
He did it. Huh? Oh. Yeah, he did it.
Interesting. Now all of you would have to carry more, because there's one less of you.
Oh. Okay. We carry more.
Now, onwards.
The second you turn your back, Stelios, Pleasemitz is grabbing shit out of this bugbear's pocket. Utag looks like he's really injured, and Bog is the one that has the bad ideas.
He also took total defense. Like, he was smart enough or wise enough to be like, we got the Three Stooges. All right. It's a completely different story between Bog's Utag and Pleasemitz.
Open this block. Let's move forward. This is starting to get irritating.
This is a bad idea.
It's not a good idea.
Although my shoulders tell me otherwise, as you guys are still lugging around stuff.
Yep.
Well, we have all these coins. We should dump them.
You also have the new urn, and
We have a new urn, and
Just there you go, Jing. 7th level it is.
okay, they basically use this lever as a place to dry laundry. Pleasemitz throws the orcish laundry on the ground and pulls the lever, and the Jing block is opening.
Oorex is going to basically give himself another mantra about how great he is as he casts heroism on himself. So fucking awesome.
I'm gonna make player visible the filthy dungeon. No.
I was smart enough to put blessed by Jing on my token. Yeah.
Go from the Gnashtooth Halls. Grab this group. And put you into the filthy dungeon.
Insert shitty adventure joke here. I think light spells and things are going up.
There's a sickening smell that rushes up the stairs from below. The floors seem to be covered in little itty layers of greenish slime. While obviously not the harmful type of greenish slime, it is it's slippery, it hinders movement, and every square in this place is considered difficult terrain.
Whew, that is unfortunate.
Basically, the green block, the green tiles at the bottom of the stairs is where the ick begins.
I think,
and it makes the sound of like the soles of your rubber shoes against the sticky cinema floor.
I think potentially Icky Macer Chimchim and Nils might both be immune to that difficult terrain.
It is underground, so and it is natural. guess it's natural.
I think it's woodland stride.
It's woodland stride, and I think you get it. Oh, so sorry, no.